Lisa Talley's here. She's the education team leader for West Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. The first time I met Lisa, I said, "Oh, Lisa, you have just a beautiful voice, and you're beautiful, and you're a rehabber." I mean, I don't know what we think. Like, rehabbing people are like, "Come on, kids." I mean, I don't know what I thought, but I mean, that you're so calm and so sweet, and I think that's why animals and kids love you so much. I hope you know.
Thank you.
That's a total compliment. So the summertime, this is a time where Wild West, have y'all done camps before? I mean, is this something new?
This is our first year because our new education center just opened. Oh. And so we have the facility to be able to accommodate up to 30 kids for our camp.
Good.
So we have 4 sessions. We're finishing up session 2 tomorrow, and then we have 2 more sessions. The next one is July the 8th through the 12th, and then July 22nd, that week of that, July 22nd. Our camp weeks consist of Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 to 2.
That's great.
So on Mondays, we study bugs and birds, and then on Wednesdays is mammals, and then Friday, which is everybody's favorite day, we do reptiles and a big pizza party.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's so fun. What do you think what is it for kids, for you as the education lead there at Wild West? I mean, you're around a lot of kids. What do you think the biggest thing for them?
Well, I think the hands-on part of it is what really attracts the kids to our programs. They get to meet these animals, you know, face to face. They get to see what it's like to be able to handle these animals, our education animals, of course. Yes. And they get to see behind the scenes, what does a wildlife rehabilitator really do? How do we prepare those animals to ensure their survival when we release them back into the wild? So they get to see that right behind the scenes. They get to participate in that care. And so we like to start them young because a lot of kids maybe have an interest in wanting to work with animals, and this way we can kind of give them some avenues to pursue if they want to do that someday.
So being a rehabber, and I've told family members are like, "I want to be a veterinarian," and I say, "Okay, yes, but listen, do you like blood, guts, crazy situations, stitching up things?" And they're like, "What?"
Yes, well, that's why it's great to get them in when they're young like that, so that they can see if that's something that they truly want to do, because it's very different behind the scenes. Yeah. Working with animals behind the scenes, it's not just cuddling cute animals all day. It's a physically demanding job. Right. There are some gross things involved in it, and so we just like to teach them what is behind the scenes so they can figure out if it's something that they want to do, because you never know until you try it.
That's what I was fixing to say. You've got to have that experience.
Yes.
Prairie dogs have sharp teeth.
Ooh, do they ever?
They have sharp teeth. They look so cute. Things like that you don't think about.
Yes.
A possum, you're like, "Oh," and then he's like,
yep. They have more teeth in their mouth than any mammal in North America. They have 50 teeth. And they are very fast. They look slow and clumsy, but they can be very fast and nimble in an instant. So, yeah, and we get to teach the kids this. If they see an animal in need, we can teach them how do you safely intervene for that animal, and when do you call us? What do you know, like how do you know how to help that animal? So, yeah.
Well, we need to look at your guests today that you brought.
Everybody's going to scatter.
And so you have to remember this. My friend Tanner is from Virginia, and he is a meteorologist, and he's, you know, a scientist. He's you know, and so being out in the Texas Panhandle, totally different than Virginia.
Yes, it is. Yes,
but
it
help
is.
us with Tanner and maybe overcoming a little bit.
Well, I think one of the reasons that people are fearful of snakes is because we think of venomous snake and how dangerous they can be. And of course, that's something that we focus heavily on in our summer camps. We teach kids, you know, how to safely intervene with wild animals. How do you know if a snake is venomous? And then we teach the kiddos these kind of snakes, they are non-venomous, and they actually help to control our rodent populations.
Really?
These are king snakes. They will eat other snakes. They can eat a venomous snake. And so we kind of teach the kids, why is this a good snake to have on your property? And so, yeah, and we do, it's kind of a face your fear thing. And it's funny, the kids love it. They would rather come in and play with snakes and the bugs that we have than the fuzzy furries. It's so fun to watch. So fun to watch.
So tell me about a king snake. If you see one out on your property, first of all, he's got an interesting
Yes.
scales. He's looks like a zebra.
Yes, his name is Freeway. Doesn't he look like a freeway?
He does look like a
Yeah,
freeway.
here in the Texas Panhandle, you'll see things like speckled king snakes. We have lots of bull snakes. And we teach the kids, a lot of the snakes look similar to our venomous snakes. And so we teach them, you know, how to be safe, how to approach them, when not to approach them. And so it's just fun to teach the kids, why are these necessary in our environment? They are very necessary. And so I think that takes a lot of the fear out of it when they get to come up here and meet a snake like this.
Does he know that I'm here?
Well, do you see him flicking his tongue? He can smell you're here.
Okay, so that's what, whenever you see him, I see he kind of,
Isn't he beautiful?
if I put my hand out?
Yes.
Would he?
So he's going to love the warmth of your hand because these are cold-blooded animals, of course.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
Oh, where's it going?
Isn't it fascinating?
It's going in my armpit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He
wait a
will
minute.
find the warmest spot.
Oh, Lord. I don't want you to go over there. He was going in my shirt.
Yeah.
But he knows.
He's beautiful, isn't he?
And he's so strong.
Yes.
Hey,
like
Tanner,
a solid muscle.
Tanner, he really is not what you think. And Tanner, I think that you would be interested. He really is nice. And he just curls around. Oh, Lord, where are you going?
There he goes.
But he's not going to, I think, Tanner, do you feel like he's just going to attach onto your arm? Maybe that's what people feel like.
Yes, yes. They can be very unpredictable. They're fast moving. They don't have eyelids. I think that's one of the things that creep people out, is their eyes are always open like that.
And I'm a little bit nervous with him because I really am not a snake person.
Some people think that they are slimy. Reptiles are not slimy at all. They have a shiny looking, the scales kind of reflect, so they look slimy, but they're not at all. No. But you would be surprised how many kids come in and they are fearful of this animal, and by the end of our class, they're running around holding snakes, and they teach their friends and family, which is what we love.
Hey, that is good. If you see a king snake,
just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Leave it there.
Yeah,
Yep,
he's gonna protect. And,
yes, he is non-venomous, and he is there to help control the population of rodents and things like that.
He's a good guy.
Yes, he is.
I love that. Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Here's what I love. At your house, do you have a million animals?
I do. We have lots of reptiles. I'm the reptile person.
You are?
Yes, I love the reptiles. Yes.
You do? What's one of your favorites?
I've got a rhino iguana named Higgins that is one of my favorites of all time. Yes. I have a very tolerant husband. He's very sweet.
You have a good husband.
Yes, I do.
One time I walked into Lisa's place and you had an alpaca or
a llama, Floyd.
A llama?
Yes, Floyd lives with Cassie now. Yes.
I laughed so hard. I looked at Lisa and she's zooming around and I'm like, there's a llama
Floyd.
right here in the building.
Yes.
It's so cute.
Yes.
So cute. You're so sweet, Lisa.
Well, thank you for having us.
Okay, how can kids get involved? We need to tell people that. How can they get and sign up?
So they can either call us at Wild West, they can email, they can contact us through our social media to sign up for camp.
Okay.
So we have 2 sessions left.
Okay. Let's get in and get going.
Let's do
Tanner, this one's for you, my friend. He really is nice. I think Tanner, this may be the day. I don't know.